tell your 18-year-old self and why? What would you tell your 18-year-old self and why? And that's what I'm going to be asking my guests today. What's up, Slush? So we're going after I see you, I just laugh because I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Not in a bad way. But I'd like to remind everybody that we are not professionals. We are all people who've been through some things, and we're sharing them with you in hopes that it helps you realize you can push through whatever it is you're going through as well. Let's see. We are going to start off here after the introduction, which actually we're going to do that right now with the Q and Q. Jay, I'm going to have you come in, you guys. If you don't have Jay Favorite, this is my admin. He admins for a lot of shows. So if you're looking on one, let him know. I like them. Y'all are rotten. Please know that these two are joking in the comments. Please know that they are friends. I promise that they are friends. Okay? All right. Y'all made me miss the Q and Q. So this better be it, right? This better be it. But again, you guys, I want to thank everybody for the gifts. I want to thank you all for the favorites. And more importantly, I want to thank you for your time and for being here today, okay? Because you guys can literally be doing anything, anywhere. And for whatever reason, you have opted to pick your time with me. I mean, I don't blame you. I'm kind of cool. And this show's kind of awesome. So, and my guests today are even more amazing. Even our nervous ones, even our dear, dear nervous ones. Let's see. Again, we're not professionals. We are just people who have been through some things, and we're here to share them with you. You guys are, I'm gonna have to turn off my comments today. All right, you guys. So I can't pay attention as it's St. Patty's Day. I love St. Patty's Day. I'm leaving town for the weekend after working 5 weeks straight. I am just really, 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 really excited, and I can't help it. My mood has not been this like upbeat in a while. I have needed this energy. Okay, I have needed this energy. And I would like to remind you that your names, although some I do not like, as long as you are in here and you are respectful to me and to my guests and to my folks, you are welcome to stay, okay? So the bouncers are not to be afraid of as long as you respect one another. Yes, that was kind of a low blow, but you know, to be fair, your name's not right. So it was not raining when Noah built the ark. How have you prepared yourself for an unlikely situation? This is not it. Where's the, I told you it wasn't it. Hold on. You know what? You know what, you guys? I'm feeling like I didn't grab the other book, and I feel like it's in the other book. Hello. Okay, so after all, tomorrow is another day. We're going to answer this question right here because I am unorganized and Jay saves my butt. What can you do tomorrow that will make you happy? So, like, let's not even do tomorrow. Let's not even do tomorrow. Let's just do, what can you do to make yourself happy today? Listen to Nickelback. I like Nickelback. Relax and not do a thing. There you go, Joe. Artman says sleep. Cool Dude says wake up. Cool Dude, you need to wake up on time. With all due respect, dude. I do believe that the SRU is part of that old man gang, and old men get up by 5 a.m. So I don't, last time I checked, I'm up at 5 and I'm not that old. So where the heck are you? Anyways, Lotus says say thank you. Patio says drink green beer. Butterfly says breathe and take in the new day. Slush, you would appreciate yourself very much so in that manner, I assume. Witch Toger says work, right? Yeah, normally I work. Normally I have to work, but I am lucky enough that I'm never scheduled on the weekends. So I'm not working this weekend. I'm not appreciated for working the last 5 weeks without a day off. So I said, screw it. And just decided I was skipping town for the weekend. All right, guys. So we were just doing the Q&Q. And the question is, what can you do to prepare yourself for, or to make yourself happy? I'm sorry, tomorrow, but we changed it to today. What can you do to make yourself happy today? I don't care if it's go to Starbucks and get your favorite coffee. I don't care if it's watch your favorite movie, read a book, play with the kids, go for a hike. I'm skipping town for the weekend. You know, every one of you right now, listen, all of you. Hey, over here. Yep, in the back. Hey, in the back. I want you to do something that makes you smile today. And then I want you to come back sometime throughout the week and tell me what you did that made you smile today. Okay? Oh my God, remarkably sweet. I was just in my head as I was starting the show thinking I cannot forget to ask Chad if there's a corned beef and cabbage place by him, or at least a good corned beef sandwich, because I'm like, thanks. I'm literally going to start to drool sitting here. Real Deal says he needs coffee. Well, then go get that coffee. Thank you for all the gifts again, you guys. Thank you for the favorites. Thank you for your time. Now, Bella, my favorite. Well, you're all my favorites, but are you ready? I'm trying to make her laugh before she gets in the box. You wanted to go first, so come on, Bella. Let's everybody welcome Bella to the box. Okay, now Bella, I will make small the second this pops up. Oh, no, you look cute. I can't make you small.
You're lucky. I love you. I'm so lucky. I love you.
You're lucky. I am lucky. I am very lucky. Look at you all shamrocked out. I'm feeling the green today. You know, and I wasn't gonna do all the shamrocky stuff, but I'm really glad I did.
Yeah, you're awesome. So
what would you tell your 18-year-old self? Because I know you're already itching to get out of my box.
I am. I'm done. So, but no, you know, I was thinking about it. You know, being a young mother, I think back of all the things I would change. Most definitely, I wouldn't have waited to have my kids. I'm happy that I did, but you know, there's still things that I've learned. And having another daughter later in the years, I've learned that there was a lot more like patience that I didn't have, and yeah. Yes. So, but to be honest, I would just look and say, be kinder to yourself. You know, you really are not that bad. You know, you always know your worth because you're beautiful inside and out. I'm getting nervous because I'm out of my comfort zone.
You're all right. Just breathe. Just breathe.
And you really have no control of what other people say. You really don't. You know, I mean, that's, yeah.
So I really 1,000% relate to the parenting thing. I mean, all of it. But I too had my son at 19 and then my daughter at 29.
Yep. And
the difference in my parenting was insane. Now, I'm not saying all young parents are not good parents. I would say I was a decent parent, but you're robbing yourself of your own young years.
Yes.
And not that I would change anything, because I love my kids and I wouldn't want it any other way now.
Mhm.
But if I knew then what I know now, I would have just waited to do that like later.
Yeah, because I feel like I lost out on a lot of their childhood as well, because I was so busy working 3 jobs and going to college and, you know, excuse me. So, and my biggest and last thing is never take anything for granted.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
So,
little things a lot of the times, huh?
yeah, most definitely.
I agree.
I love your face.
I love your face. See, that wasn't so bad, was it,
Ooh, I
Bella?
gotta get back to work now.
Okay, well, before you run out of the box, tell these kind folks, when can we find you live and what is your stream usually like? And don't leave out your puppet show.
Ooh, April 22nd. Yeah, I'm going to do the Bella Muppet Show. All my regulars that are coming in are all going to pick I already have picked a character. Like Cool Dude's going to be Animal. And Lily's going to be.
Guys, hey, she's like, hey, there's this one and it's so cute. And her name is Lily. And I'm like, this is great. So I'm looking up a costume, right? So she comes in my stream yesterday. I'm like, Bella, I got a bone to pick with you. I'm like, seriously? And she's like, what? And I'm like, you made me a homeless Muppet, Bella. She gave me the homeless Muppet, y'all. But whatever, she cute.
I
We're
just
gonna
seen a
rock
picture
it.
of the little Muppet, and I'm like, oh, its name's Lily. And you don't know if you have to work, so I didn't, we can change it.
But yeah.
You can be the one with my stiffy that says, it's a plane, it's a bird, it's Super Grover.
Does anybody have, okay, we'll talk about this after. I was going to say, is anybody Abby Gadabby yet? Because that one had tons of cute costumes.
Actually, no, nobody has picked that.
Ooh, all right, we'll talk after. All right, so you guys make sure you please favorite Bella. She streams sort of randomly. She does seem to be doing some more lunch streams lately. And I promise y'all laugh. It's a good time over there. I hang out over there. So, all right, Bella, I love your face. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
All right, who's ready to go next? We got a minute or so here. So since none of you guys answered the question in the middle of all of this, on what would you guys tell your 18-year-old self? Everything everybody says, it's crazy how different all of them somehow relate to my 18-year-old self and to what I would want them to know. But I think the biggest thing to me is how every person, it's different, right? Like we all have the same things, but what's more important and what would have, I think, impacted them more for a better prepared future, how that's so different. And buy Apple stock, right? All right, so Patio Daddio was in the box first. So Patio Daddio, are you ready? And then Butterfly, you're next. And if you're not on my list to be on my featured show, you will not be getting in my box today. Actually, never, because I don't know you. So you have to come hang out to get in the box. All right, Patio, I got you in right now. Hi. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
I'm a little hungover from yesterday, March Madness. Not gonna lie.
And you're still here for me. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Out of water already.
So, water and aspirin, first thing. Boop, right? So yeah, and you got the green shirt on. Everybody, are you the rest? I wonder if the rest of them are going to be all greened up a little bit for me. Okay. So Patio Daddio, what would you tell your 18-year-old self and why?
Well, I guess I would kind of say more so like don't sweat the little things. Try and have a little bit more patient. I think, kind of overall time heals most things. So younger me would be kind of try and fix everything immediately. And,
Yeah.
I think as I've gotten older, it's all right, let's, kind of let it play out a little bit.
Right. I think, I definitely agree with that. I think that that sort of relates to last week. It was one of those, just know that it doesn't matter what you go through, it's going to be okay.
Right.
Right. Like, and then that's kind of with the don't sweat the small stuff. So,
Best you can.
sorry, I was reading Bella's
Take a
comment.
deep breath.
Aw. Yeah. I definitely take a deep breath. Wow. Think back of I think that what I tell my kids now is when you're laying on your deathbed, is this something you're going to think of?
Right.
And if they're like, well, why am I going to be mad about, this in 50 years? And you go, well, why are you still so upset about it now? And I try to
Totally.
because I never really looked at it that way as a kid, and as a younger person. So yeah, I try to ask them that's what I ask myself when I get myself like caught up in certain situations. Like, am I really going to be laying on my deathbed thinking about this? No, then let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Okay, let's not sing. I'm not gonna sing. You could sing. You could sing. I can't. So yeah, Patio. What are you doing for St. Patty's Day? Do you have fun plans? Is there any St. Patty's Day lessons you've had? What have you learned from from St. Patty's Day? That's PG-13.
Sleeping in the grass on the sidewalk, like median, is not a good idea. I had one St. Patrick's Day where the cops woke me up and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Taking a break." Like, "Well, you gonna be done with your break?" I'm like, "Yeah." "You got a friend that could pick you up?" "Absolutely."
I think I learned not to take young kids to the parades because there's a lot of inappropriate behavior. And I learned that green beer is not my friend. And one year I learned Jaeger is not my friend.
Oh yeah, I don't mess with the Jaeger. No Jaeger, no Goldschlager. I'll stick with the whiskeys.
What
and beer.
about you guys? What are some of your St. Patty's Day lessons? I learned that it is okay to pee green the next day.
I would say
that on a
that's the big
featured
thing.
show?
Before you go hard, make sure you eat something. Makes a world of difference.
Oh man. All right, so Patio, I know you've got a show you host and you're in events and stuff here and there. So fill us in on your show first and then let us know if you've got anything else coming up and when you stream and all that jazz.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I host a singing contest on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do have our final show coming up this Sunday. So we do 3 weeks of qualifying, and then we have the final week of finalists. So it's kind of all the top singers that we've had from the last few weeks, all in one show. We do give out prizes for it. So it's pretty competitive. And if you're a music fan, it's a great way to meet other music people. Okay. And it's pretty global. We get people from all around the world, so many different countries, people singing different languages. It's really been very cool that way.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I've known a couple people in there. I make it here and there. Some days are hard. I might go to bed so early.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do. Yeah.
That's a long weekend. I'm tired. I should be able to be there this weekend. I should be able to be there for part of it this weekend.
Nice. Well, it's cool to meet new people, and really music is a common denominator for everyone, language barriers aside, like it can bring everybody together. And it's been really positive. We really haven't had any kind of issues that way.
Nice. Yeah, so like I have no idea what they're singing or what they're saying when they sing in other languages, but sometimes the voice is just so pretty. It just it captivates you, and even you have no idea what they are they could literally be cussing me out in whatever language, right? And saying the meanest things to me, but I can't stop listening because it sounds so beautiful, right?
Absolutely. Because that's how people are like, well, how do you judge that? I'm like, well, and it's still notes and it's still melody and it's you feel the impact and the emotion.
Yeah. All right. So do you have any events coming up? Do you have any auctions or anything you're in?
No, I think it's a little quiet for now. I just did a couple last weekend, so I don't do too many of those. I do it more just to kind of get my name out there to other streamers, and that's kind of more when I jump in on those.
And when are we most likely to catch you streaming?
Yeah, if not on the Sunday nights, I do a lot of coffee streams, Saturdays and Sundays. periodically through the week if I do have some availability in the schedule, but typically Saturday, Sunday coffee streams,
Okay. All
which usually
right.
go like most of the day.
All right, Patio. Well, thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much
everybody.
for
Thank
being
you,
on the
Lily.
show and working with me and for hanging out with the ladies
Absolutely.
tonight. Appreciate you.
Lady.
And right, one of the girls today.
Hey.
All right, go drink your coffee, cure that headache, and prepare yourself for another fun, eventful evening.
That's right. Another fun-filled day. Cheers, everybody.
All right, Patio. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, let's see. What time are we at here? 10:23. All right, so Butterfly and Witch Toker. I'm going to give you a few minutes. And I am actually going to take some time because I didn't really get to do the self-love, self-care tips and questions last week. Now, for those of you that will be going out, having a really good time this evening, I ask a few things of you. I ask that you pretty please drink lots of water throughout all of today. Make sure you're eating some good food. You throw some carbs in there, even if you're a non-carb eater, unless it's like allergy related, right? And please, for the love of God, if you're going out to enjoy adult beverages, please, please, please call for a ride. Okay? Those are my St. Patty's Day please tips. That's if you know me in real life and you're on here and I can get to you ever, please. But make sure you're drinking water. And in fact, before you even go out, put a couple bottles of water in the aspirin next to the bed. And if you've got Pedialyte, that works best. God, to be in my 20s again and to not, no, nope. All right, but on a more serious note, self-care question number 1, I ask every single week, except last week because we didn't do this, is what have you done for yourself today? What have you done for yourself today? Prepared myself for the day, woke up early. You did not wake up earlier. 9 a.m. is not early. Jesus, dude. Dear Lord. Egg McMuffins. Thank you, Lady T. Thank you. Teaching students. Watched a favorite movie. Coffee. What are space buns? We're going to talk about that when you get in the box. Oh my God. Okay. I'm a Minnie Mouse. Oh, okay. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go. I think we're going to keep this a little bit more lighthearted today. If you had time right now and an endless supply of money to do any one thing that you wanted, what would you do right now? What is one thing that you have to get off of your bucket list? Bella says travel the world. Yeah, I think I would definitely travel. Butterfly says gym. Handy Hardwood says fishing in the Appleton River. And Handy, can I ask why the Appleton River? Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming in again. You guys are watching Lessons Learned. My name is Silly Lily, and we meet here every single Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, Mikey. You've never seen the ocean. I had forgotten about that. Take a trip to Michigan this weekend. Boop, I wish you could. Oh, that'd be amazing. You're the only one in the doghouse, first of all, dude. So be careful. Only kayak. Okay. I didn't know if there was like, certain fish you were trying to catch out of the river. I don't know what the Appleton River is. And, you know, certain places are sometimes more popular for catching specific fish. I personally absolutely love fishing. If it wasn't going to be so cold this weekend, I'd probably get to go bow fishing. But maybe the sun will be out enough that we'll get to go bow fishing anyways, because I need to. It's east of Grand Rapids. Okay, okay. And the last question. Here's one to get you guys thinking. Do you follow the advice you give others? I ask this one kind of a lot because I know I have a lot of new faces, and this is one of those questions that really gets you thinking. You know, I would say sometimes, but not always. Nope. Yeah, M says nope. Patio says nope. Or sorry, Mars says hi to Patio. T says no. I would say with certain things, yes, but definitely not with everything. I definitely do not follow the things and advice I give others all the time. My life might be a little bit easier if I did. Hell, if I just took some advice, sometimes my life might be a little bit easier. Right? So guys, again, I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you for the favorites. Thank you for the gifts. And remember that with this being a featured show, I can't really answer questions and interact too much, but I do my best to try to say hi to you guys. But make sure if you have any questions or if I've not been able to respond to your questions, that you come back when I'm live at a different time and we can chit chat for a while then. So now it's some self-care, self-love tips. My favorite, and I say this one all the time too, is make sure you get outside and enjoy nature. Be outdoors, get your feet and plant them on the ground. Get moving, be energized. Thank you, GL. Thank you. Let's see, breathe in and breathe out. Something that I have, you guys have witnessed this a lot because the trolls have been like in some full force. Okay, so some of you guys are dealing with trolls. Breathe in for 7 seconds, hold for 5, and out for anything 7 and above. I try to breathe out for a little longer than I breathe in. I'm telling you, slow your breathing down, close your eyes, hold, and then breathe out. And relax. Relax your body, relax your shoulders. You know, hello, everybody. Hello. If you've got yourself a nice quiet evening and some candles and a good book, take a nice bubble bath, right? Epsom salt if you're old like me. Our body thanks you, you know. But yeah, they've got me doing a lot of breathing lately. Oh. Let's see. Daily gratitude. How many of you guys should probably fix your daily gratitude? It is so important in maintaining a positive mindset. I mean, whether you have a notebook bedside where you can write down every day 3 things that you're thankful for. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I do, yes. Lately, there's so many of them, you just can't. You just can't. It's not impossible for us to rewire our brain to think more positively. It's, if you want tips and tricks on how to start that off, you know, and easy steps to starting to rewire your brain, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. And I have a couple little things that I've learned along the way that have really helped me in being more positive. Now, I'm not positive all the time on the daily, sometimes not even weekly, but then sometimes I'm really good at it. So I just keep practicing. And last but not least, drink water. Drink your water. Drink lots and lots of water. For those of you that are new and for those of you that do not know, I'm going to use this weight as just something that is easy, right? If you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 fluid ounces of water. If you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 fluid ounces of water. Okay? You guys got the math? 120 pounds, you should be drinking 60 ounces of water every day. They got him. They don't miss a lot here. All right, Butterfly, are you ready to hop in the box? And we're going to hear what you would tell your 18-year-old self. No, I said let her in the box. We can do this. Oh, look, you got your ears.
Space buns.
Yeah, okay. So wait, what the like? Oh my God, that's your. I thought that you had a headband in, but you actually did your hair all freaking cute.
Yeah, I have
almost messed
two
up.
buns and then carnations and the shamrocks. I got them at the Dollar Tree and I just cut them up.
That is awesome. I was like, space buns. What are
Thank you,
space
Triple.
buns? That is awesome. That is awesome. So how are you today? Thank you for coming back to be on my show.
You're welcome. I love being on here. It's been a while since I've done a game or a talk show. So
Yes, I'm excited. So I guess let's just go ahead and I'm gonna ask you, what have you come up? Because I know yesterday you were still pondering and trying to figure out how you were gonna go about this. And so what
Yeah.
would you tell your 18-year-old self and why?
I think I've come up, because when we look back, there's so many things we'd like to not really change because what we go through makes us who we are. But when you're sitting there and your mind starts wondering, wow, maybe I should have done this. So, before my car accident, it messed up my shoulder and it ruined my nursing career. So that was in my late 30s. So all that time, I had plenty of time to save up, buy a house, and then not have the responsibilities of, renting. It would have been mine. But no, it was always, we always say, we'll do it later. I'm going to do this first. We'll do that later. We have plenty of time. But, sometimes just stuff happens, and it puts a kink in your timeline and you don't have as much time as you expected to do those things you wanted to make your life easier in the long run. So for instance, if I would have bought a house when, before my accident, I probably would have had it paid off, which meant after my accident, it would have been easier, no house payment, no rent, no anything. So, but in your early 30s, who thinks that something's going to come to a halt that quick? You think you have all the time in the world. So I'll do it later. So I guess what I would tell my 18-year-old self is, when you have it, do it. Don't put it off because you never know what life's going to bring you, whether good or bad. If you want to do it, do it. If it's not hurting anybody, it's not going to hurt yourself. Just get it done and get it over with. Stop procrastinating and just do it.
God,
Thank you.
Ew, I love this one. Ew, I love it. Ew, because that resonates so deep right now. Like,
yeah, we all do it because you think, I'm young, I'll do it later. We're going to do this right now. We're going to do that right now. I'll get to that later. But you never know what oopsies get thrown into your life, So I would tell my 18-year-old self, you have it. Just do it. All the other stuff that you spent that on, wasn't that important. So just do what you need to do and get it out of the way and then do whatever you want afterwards because you just never know.
Yeah, I agree. I like that one. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that one. Look at you coming out like, wait a minute, smacking me in the face with that one. I like that. I think I'm going to have to incorporate that a little bit into the kids' spiels too because I never really, because like me, I got to pay all this crazy rent. Whereas if I'd have bought a house a few years ago, I'd have my rent would be, I literally pay half for a whole house and this and that. But now with everything the way it is, yeah. But I was
exactly. But you don't think about that when you're young. You think, I'm young. I'm going to be working till I'm 50 something or 60 something. I have all this time to buy a house. And you never think about it. So I literally tell my kids now, when you get out there and if you have the money you save up, you buy a house, you pay on it, I almost cussed. You pay it in a whole bunch of years and get it out of the way. So when you're older, you can enjoy life instead of worrying about a house payment.
Yeah. Or at least instead of paying out in rent for a billion years, you could be paying into that house and at least get a little bit of a return, right?
Exactly. And then if life throws a wrench into the mechanics of life, you already have your house. You don't have to worry about, oh, now I can't pay an outrageous amount of rent. Well, you have a home. You have a home already.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of one of my biggest dang it's in life, like
Yeah,
I
mine
wish
too.
I'd have got that house, because now it's like, all right, maybe I didn't get it because I'm going to move, but then I'm like, yeah, but look at all that money you've thrown away in rent, years and years of rent, like, ugh.
Mine
But I'm
was,
not
mine
gonna
was,
lie.
mine was, I'm a single mom, or I'm the main supporter of the family, whatever it was in that certain situation, and I'm working my butt off. Do I have time to buy a house and then do all the repairs? Oh, something breaks. Oh, now I got to have someone come fix all this stuff. But if you're renting, hey, this is broken. Can you come fix it?
Exactly what I was gonna say. I do love that even though I have the ability to fix like anything that goes wrong here, I'm like, yo, it's broke. Yeah, okay, see you. You know what I mean? And they come pretty
Exactly.
quick too. I
Right.
don't want to. Yeah, I do like that part, but I miss having a yard. I think that's my biggest thing. I miss a yard. I miss my barbecues
I love
but
barbecuing. I haven't for a while.
barbecues. But yeah, I really wasn't prepared for that one. That one hit deep. So if you guys just missed, she's pretty much talked about how if you have a chance to do something, don't put it off. And one of her examples was if you have the ability to buy a house, get yourself a house. If you have a chance to take that trip, take that trip. Do the things that, I don't know, do the things that make you happy, right? You only live once.
Exactly, because we tend to put stuff off. Well, I'm young. I have all these years to do it, and then boom, something happens, and you never get to do it.
It's not
Life,
even that
you never know if it's going to happen, but if it does, you missed out on that chance, or it's just not as easy to get that chance done anymore.
Or I'm sitting here at 41 years old going, how have I not traveled? How have I not, you just, sometimes time just goes. The next thing you
Exactly.
know, you're here and you're 21 and you have forever and your life is just, you're doing whatever. And then the next thing you know, you're sitting in your living room at 41 years old talking to a bunch of people on a screen like, where did my life go?
Patrick, I
So,
wouldn't even let you breathe on me.
ew. See, you guys, the trolls are in full effect. That's why you just, because I'm telling y'all, if I responded to every one of them, I would be without a voice.
Oh, in my profile, it warns them. Don't come at me rude. I will out-rude you and send you running with your tail between your legs.
I can't do that here, though. I gotta behave here.
I know.
Oh, man. All right. So, Butterfly, tell us, when can we find you live? Do you have any events coming up?
I do a morning coffee stream. It's not featured. I've just been doing it since day one. I jump on, drink coffee, no scheduled time. Whenever I wake up and get my coffee done, that's when I'm on. Usually between 6 and 8 Eastern time, because I'm in Texas, Central time, sorry, because I'm in Texas. It's real casual. There's no, we talk about whatever pops up. My friends come in, we drink coffee, everybody has their coffee, we chat, sometimes we box up. I do some battles with Biker Queen. She likes jumping in there and having coffee with me. I'm trying to get to streaming more. I did take a little break and slack off a little bit. I haven't been on as much, so I'm getting back into it. Just random times during the day popping on, but if I'm faved, you get the notification. I'm here and there. I don't have any events coming up. This has been my first one for a while, so thank you very much.
Yes.
But I do want to, I would love to host an auction this year. So I already have the people. It's just me sitting my butt down and stop spazzing about every little thing like woo, 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 squirrels.
Okay,
And
well, reach out to me on IG and we'll sit down and we'll IG face to face and I'll just kind of talk you
Okay.
through some stuff and
yeah,
if you need help with the
I'd
flyers.
like to do, it's just going to be a simple one, you know, off the bat, it'll be my first one, but that's my goal. That's my goal for this year. That and to be a millie. I'm halfway there. I hit my half millie. It's 7 months. A month late. I wanted 6 months, but I hit it at 7 months. So that and a millie at a year are my two goals this year.
There you go. All right. Well, let's see if we can help get some events going and make that happen. And if you guys do not have Butterfly favorited already, please do so. And thank you again. I really appreciate you. You're amazing.
Thank you. I love being on here. You're a sweetheart and I love you.
I love you too.
Hardworking woman. Woo! Praise.
Gotta be.
Bye, love. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all.
Bye. All right. Let's see, where are we at on time? I got to cover the screen. So we got 10:43. Witch Toker, are you ready? I can give you about 2 minutes if needed. I just need to know. Oh, we're trying to adjust. I'm falling off my pillows. All right, you ready? All right, you guys. My tummy's yelling at me. It's hungry. Hi. Thank you for coming.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. I got my purple lemonade.
Ooh. Is
Right,
that
it's
lavender? Is that the lavender?
Huckleberry.
A huckleberry. Ooh. I've never had
Yeah.
huckleberry lemonade.
It's pretty, it's local to the Pacific Northwest.
Okay. I'll have to look into that if I'm ever out that way. I don't know. I like lemonades. I like different berry lemonades. So
Same.
yeah. All right. So I know when I had spoken to you yesterday, you were still kind of going back and forth. Because you had said you wanted to keep it on the positive note, you know. So I guess I'm just very curious. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
So I came up with a couple of things. I'm going to kind of echo what MF Butterfly said and say that like I wouldn't change too much because I wouldn't want to alter my path. I have kids and I wouldn't want them any other way.
Right.
However, if I had the opportunity to talk to my 18-year-old self, I would tell her that it gets easier to carry grief and that persistence is key and hard work is what is going to get me where I want to be. I'm where I want to be now, but I could have been here so much earlier.
Right. Right. So persistent. Explain the persistence a little bit.
I wish that I had been more consistent and persistent with my photography work, that it wasn't so spotty. Like I was into it for a couple of years and then stopped and then into a couple of years. And I'd rather have just been doing it the entire time because that would have given me better experience.
Yeah. So I like that. And I think that so with you being the last one, I'm going to kind of like my brain right now is, I think what I'm overall hearing from everybody is that we all need to just, is our telling our 18-year-old selves that no matter what we go through, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And that we have all survived. You, me, Triple, Good Listener, Ms. Jen, T, Bella, Butterfly. We have all survived 100% of the obstacles meant to destroy us.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I know that at 18 years old, that is so hard to understand and so hard to see. But sitting here having lived more than double that, I really don't mean to downplay the problems of 18-year-olds, but my God, I wish what I was going to eat for dinner was my biggest problem, or whose friend's house I was going to go hang out with, or, you know what I mean, which after school job I had to get just to shut my parents up to pay for my car insurance. You know, like I wish.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everything works out. And I think that's the general overall that I've heard. And I think Booyah actually started with that. I think that was kind of how he summed his up, was by telling himself, you know, that no matter what you go through, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But
I had lost my grandmother recently at 18. So I think that grief that I was feeling at that point led me to making a lot of the decisions that I made in my life. And I wish I had known how much easier it would get to carry it. I saw a meme the other day, and it had 3 sizes of jars and the same size of ball in each jar. And then it had 3 of the same size jars and a ball that got bigger and smaller in the jars. And it said basically that our grief doesn't get smaller, the ball doesn't get smaller, our container, our ability to carry it, grows and encompasses it more. We are able to carry things that we thought, like you said, would destroy us.
yeah, absolutely. We have a lot in common. I lost my grandpa when I was 19 and about to have my son.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never even looked until you said that, as that is part of my anger as a young adult. I never looked. That is something therapy and I never touched. So my brain is turning, y'all. Oh, that means I'm going to be thinking all day. Thanks, Witch Tofu.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
I may be in your stream like, all right, so how you doing this? Ball gets smaller, container gets bigger deal. No. No, yeah, I never even, that never even came across as a thought, you know, because I sometimes sit here and go, why was I so angry for so long? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that, you know, because I made a lot of poor choices in my 20s due to anger and grief and not knowing how to handle it. And I think sometimes I didn't even know what I was trying to handle.
Grief is a funny thing. It can be unrecognizable at times, and we can sit in it for years, unlike anything else. But I think we all need to go through it and learn from it, because it teaches us and molds us for life's journey to go through loss, because we're not always going to have a good day.
And that's Booyah, were your ears ringing? We were just talking about you. I just talked about you. I was talking about how you, when you were here last week, and you summed yours up by telling yourself that everything's going to be okay. It doesn't matter what you go through, because like many of these ladies today, they don't want to change what they went through because it's what's made us who we are today. But to have somebody just reassuring me over and over again, like, hey, it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. Yep.
Just keep going. Just take a deep breath. Tomorrow's going to be better. You know, and 99.9% of the time, tomorrow really was better. And all that, I can't think of the amount of panic attacks and anxiety attacks I gave myself as an 18, 19, 20-year-old, because I really thought that, you know, I don't even know half of what them were for now, sitting back thinking.
I I remember being a very dramatic teen, and
It was.
I always thought the world was ending, and it wasn't until I reached motherhood, and I will say it wasn't an age, it was motherhood that changed me. And I just went, you know what? If this isn't going to, like you say to your kids, if this isn't going to bother me tomorrow, why am I holding on to it? All it's doing is causing me pain. And I've tried to teach my kids the same thing. If this isn't going to be a big deal in the future, you shouldn't make it a big deal today. Sometimes we go through things and we need to sit in our anger or our grief or our sadness for a time being, but we shouldn't stay there. You can visit, just don't stay.
That's that I think has been my biggest. I think that's the biggest lesson for me, is me looking back, is I wish that I wouldn't have portfolioed and shelved everything that I've gone through to keep digging through, right? Like I wish that I just would have read through it, figured it out, and tossed it away. You know, but for so long, I shelved everything here, man. That lived rent free in my head for years. I can't say that some stuff still doesn't, because it does. So it's crazy. Yeah, that's you guys. Wow. So yeah, I definitely like that you mentioned that the ball, like our grief does not get less, but our ability to handle it grows, making it easier to deal with. I really like that a lot.
I liked it too. As soon as I read it, I was like, ooh, that makes sense to me.
It does, right? Well, and that's how sometimes for me things click. Is it's just different ways that it's said. You know what I mean? You can tell me the same thing, and it might take the seventh explanation before I get it. It's the play on words for me a lot of the times that make me go, oh my God, yeah, wow. So before I let you go though, Witch Toker, please, let's tell these guys, and thank you. You guys, all of you today are amazing, just like last week. I love this show. Me too. Tell us, when can we find you? Do you have any other events coming up or any of that fun stuff?
I usually try and get on in the mornings. My busy season is coming up right now, so I'm a photographer, and I'm going on shoots and doing all that fun stuff because the weather's finally starting to get nicer. And I live in Washington State, so we have amazing backgrounds, as long as the weather's cooperative. So I tend to stream on my downtime when I'm relaxing and not doing all those things, or when I'm like editing pictures. I'd like to do a featured show at some point, but it's just not in the cards right now.
Right.
So I don't really have a set schedule for streaming, but you can find me crocheting, editing pictures, or making skincare products on my streams.
Okay. Nice. So again, Witch Toker, thank you. Make sure you guys have her favorited. Go check her out. If you've got, any questions about what any of these folks talked about today, make sure that they're favorited. Go say hi. Let them know that you checked them out here. And I will let you go. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you again for coming back. I'm loving these revisits. I love to get to have some of you guys on again, especially when it's like the multiple guests and it's a not so serious, like it's a serious topic, but it's not too bad. Okay. Follow, you did amazing. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, welcome to Lessons Learned. This is a featured show. We are here every single Friday at 10 a.m. I are from 10 to 11. We have been asking, what would you tell your 18-year-old self and why? What would you tell your 18-year-old self and why? You can answer it in the comments if you want. But overall, if you're just tuning in and you're younger, the message that overall resonated from beginning to end was, remember that no matter what you're going through, it's going to be okay. You are going to get through it, and that we have all survived 100% of the things meant to destroy us. Booyah. I'm just going to point out the eyes that I found for you up there, okay, really fast, because they're really hard to see. I'm just going to point that out. I went on a hunt. Anyways, so yeah. So I never put the emojis in there because nobody has emojis that I have. Booyah does. I think I've got a peace sign. Just I'll have to do that. I'll have to look after. I'll have to look after. Where are we at on time? We got 2 minutes. So you guys, thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the favorites. Thank you for your time. All of those are so appreciated. And I know you can't get your time back. So if you spent this hour with me, it really means a lot to me. Let's see, what else? Noon is Boss Bros show today. Tomorrow we have Smurfy's featured show is at 4. Triple L's featured show is at 7. Sundays we have Good Listener at 6 p.m. Go ahead, spam your other shows because my brain is dying and I don't remember. Dealing with Scans is now Thursdays at 9, right? Dealing with Scan I like that show a lot. Find Me Nemo is Thursdays at 4 p.m. Oh my God, my brain. Thursdays at 9 is Triple L. Yep. My brain's blah, 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 blah. My brain's already broken. All right. Spam your favorite featured shows, you guys. Spam them in the comments. Let people know who to go check out. Please, 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 please. Okay? Now, we're not going to answer this question right now, but I think I love your face too. I think that this is an important and very simple question. And Booyah down there wearing that gold crown this week. He definitely, no, plug yourself. Do it. She is on every night. Booyah's awesome. Just favored him. When you're on at night, not last night, but I think every other night this week, I've fallen asleep listening to your stream. So if you're trying to find me at nighttime, I'm falling asleep in Booyah's stream. I'm like, Booyah's still playing in the background. All right, guys, screenshot this. We're going to answer this next week. It is not good to have all one wants. Do not answer this now. Do not answer this now. So, guys, remember, this is a featured show. We are to remain positive. It's not a place where we whine about our exes, okay? Respectfully. We all have things that we regret, but, there's ways to explain them that are not Debbie Downer in an entire featured show, sir. Thanks, T, because I was really trying to contain that one. Look, y'all, come on. This is a featured show. Like, it comes in. There's so many people. Can we please remember just to be respectful? Like, you can say in that comment, do not rush marriage. That if it's meant to be, it will be. You don't have to whine and cry at me. I can't do that. I got my regrets. I'm a single mom. Dude left me with nothing. Wah. Nobody cares. We're adults. Let's not whine and cry. Let's put our big girl boy panties on and, dear God. And at that, you shouldn't air all that much personal information out on an interweb where there's almost 1,000 people potentially listening to you. Because if she catches wind of that, she wins, you lose. Even more so than it's already been. 4,100. Woo woo! Y'all favorite Booyah. He's trying to get that 5K. He wants his bottom badge. Oh, someone tinkled in his Cheerios today. Hello? Did mommy forget to leave you pizza money? Dude, was I not just playing with my food? The show is over. There was no fork and orchid, so calm down. Now I have to yell at you because you interrupted me playing with my food. And when I'm playing with my food, we all know, side badge, got you, that we wait for forking orchid. Dude. Yeah, Double D. You're no longer, I'm not calling you cool. You're just Double D. Douchey dude. Double D's. That's it. I'm done with it. I'm just kidding. But seriously, let me play with my food, dude. God. Chad. Is Chad here? Did he sneak in? I think he had a meeting today. I don't know. Whatever. I asked and forgot. I guess I can just bring some of my St. Patty's Day stuff. Thank you for the fave, Gabby.